Hey guys, I have been working on this for a long ass time. I decided that I was going to put together a 3D printed Etsy buyer's guide. And I bought up a bunch of this stuff, and also some of the nice shop owners wanted their stuff showcased, so they gave me some stuff. But I'm going to pass it on. I'm going to pass out anything that they gave me to the other Fidget Pass Around members so that they can review as well. And I'll tell you which ones I bought, which ones I didn't. But most of the time I would buy one thing and then I would tell the shop owner about what I was doing, and then they would give me a couple other things, but a couple of these did not. Okay, so this is gonna be a long video. Now, what I've done is I've laid out all of the toys along with what their names are and how much they are and where you can get them. Now, I know you can't really see up there, but I'm going to explain it all. Okay, so first, I want to talk about, believe it or not, the first fidget toy that I ever got was this guy. This guy is from Intrinsic 3D on Etsy. So all of these right here are from Intrinsic 3D. What's special about this store is all of his stuff is really cheap. This was $5. I think this is 10. These are 5. I think these might be 10. And I talked to him a little bit, and he said that he hated that, there were so many really expensive 3D printed fidgets out there, and that he wanted to just do whatever possible to keep costs down. So this was my first ever one. This is a 3D printed slider. It's called the Haptic Hexagon. It's $5 from Intrinsic 3D on Etsy. So let's go through each one of these Intrinsic 3D ones. I like this one a lot. The one that I had gotten, though, I think was a little bit smaller, but pretty satisfying. The magnets are a little bit weak, and the hexagon shape is a little bit weird. You can do some flip moves and stuff, but the sliding action's a little bit weird. But it actually feels really nice as a worry stone. I mean, for $5, shit. And the slide plates are nice. It's pretty hefty. He also has a bigger version. And what's cool about this one is, actually, I was thinking about this one. This one has a different. Okay, so this one is exactly like the hexagon, also $5. This one is called the Haptic Metal Ball Square. Pretty much exactly like the hexagon one, except square. You can do some nice laddering moves. Again, for $5, it's pretty good deal, man. It's pretty big. Magnets are not that strong, but it's well built. It's pretty satisfying. Okay, so this one I really, really like. These balls move. This is the Haptic Ball Square. Again, all of these are Intrinsic 3D on Etsy. This one's also $5. Look at this. I love the texture of that. So this bottom part is smaller than this top part, and I actually think that really makes it work well. You can do all your moves. You can flip it over and have a little bit more traction. This one I love. This is, I think, my favorite. I love it. I think it really works because this part is thinner. But again, $5. Let me give you guys a nice little look. Now, what I'm gonna do with this video is I'm going to introduce each one of these, and then I'm gonna tell you which ones I prefer. Okay, so now this one I thought was interesting. It's got two sides where you can flip it around, but it's also a slider. So I thought it was pretty cool. It works decent. It's a little awkward with those things in there, but these things work really well. It's kind of like Flyaway Toys, the pivot. This one is called the Dual Square Tray, and it's $10. Okay. Then we have, this is the Haptic Cookie. Now, this you would think is like a haptic coin, but it's not. It's actually a 3-level slider. Pretty cool, huh? I have not seen something like this. I mean, we all love us some Oreos. Pretty cool, huh? And then this is the Haptic Ice Cream Sandwich, which is $10. This is basically a 3-stack slider. This is actually a really, really good design. The only problem is it's really big. Maybe if you had bigger hands, see, it's like hard to get all the way up there. If it was smaller, I would say that it would be like epic, but can't really, but you can still do some really cool moves with this. I would say out of all of these two are my favorite. I actually had bought these 3, but when they came, they were all screwed up, and so he sent me some ones to make up for that, and then he threw these in, and I got this one just for nostalgic purposes. Okay, so that's Intrinsic 3D on Etsy. Okay. Next, I want to talk about the 3DC printings on Etsy. This was the second one that I had gotten. Okay, so I had bought the Pro, and I'll tell you, my first ever 3-stack slider was this Frag, and it's $18.99. And again, 3DC printing on Etsy. Now they have, the weird thing about 3DC printing is they have a clicky version and a silent version. You hear that? That's clicky. Was this also clicky? No, this is the silent. Perfect. Okay. So this is the glitch, and this is the Frag. So the Frag is a 3-stack. Look how cool that looks. I find that the clicky has a little bit stronger magnets. Now, when you order on 3DC printings, you have the option of either all black or seller's choice. And I guess seller's choice, they pick out something that looks cool. And so I guess the seller's choices were glow in the dark and then the blue. So I was like, whatever you want. So he just gave me these 2. He gave me these. I bought this bad boy. So I had originally gotten the Frag after this piece right here. I bought it a long time ago, and I fell in love with it. I mean, I loved it so much, God. And I annoyed the hell out of everybody with it. I would do tricks, and I mean, this thing, I slept with this thing. I mean, like, I loved it. But then I ordered another one, and it was doing like a weird thing, like where it was not like laddering down. And so I sent him a message, and I was like, dude, what happened? What are the magnets different? Because I didn't remember doing that. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Like, were they weaker? I thought maybe it was because I had ordered the silent version. And he said that people had asked him to make the magnets weaker. And I was like, really? But he said that he was going to revamp some stuff and give me a free sample. So months go by and I see that there's this new slider called the Pro 3.0. And I was like, well, this gotta be his new thing that he revamped. So I just bought one. This is $15.99. The glitch is $13.99, and then the frag is $18.99. Now you can get the frag without the middle piece. Then it's, I think, like $5 cheaper. Now, listen to the Pro. Oh. Flips right down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4-click. Oh, this thing is like beautiful. It's got great grip. The magnets are super strong. It's very pocketable. It's perfect size. This thing is just awesome. The glitch is really nice, but the magnet strength, I mean, it's nice, but you see sometimes it pops up. I mean, it looks really, really cool looking. I love that glow-in-the-dark stuff. And this will always have a place in my heart. Oh, shit. The frag. Man, I just dropped this on the floor. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, that's the introduction for now. Like I said, I'm going to be ranking these soon, but I just wanted to give you guys an introduction. So again, that's the 3DC printings on Etsy. Okay, so now we have Haptic EDC. Now, I hadn't actually bought anything from Haptic EDC originally. My friend Sean Dumas had given me one of these graphs, and I was like, damn, that shit is good. And then in a trade, I got this, and I was looking on the Facebook groups, and I saw that this was like one of the original 3D printed sliders that this dude came up with. You can't buy these anymore. He's now made new models, but you can buy this. This is the graph 4x2. This is $18.95. And what sets these apart is one side has like a PFE tape, the other side doesn't. But magnets are very strong, nice click, smooth. Do you see how that thing just flips right down? Okay, then we've got these aces. So the aces are $19.95. And again, this is Haptic EDC on Etsy. So PFE tape. This is a little bit smaller. I love the design of it though. Look at that. Feels good in the hand. Stylish. Very, very, very solid slider. Now I had actually bought this guy from him. So this is the Diamond Frag. This is $28.95. And you might think, what in the fuck? But I'm telling you, it might be worth it. So it's got a very premium feel. Again, you've got the PFE tape on one side. I'd say that there are some metal sliders that are not as good as this. It just feels so nice. It's like so premium. And then he sent me this skull one, which these pro ones, they have a couple different designs. So these are actually the same, but just a different design on it. So these are Haptic EDC on Etsy. Okay. And then the last group that I wanted to talk about are some of these miscellaneous items. Okay, so I was super excited about this one, Finlays Fidgets. Oh, and just for transparency, I bought this one and this one, and he gave me these 3 for free. But again, I'm gonna pass them on to the fidget group. Okay, so this thing, I was like, this thing will be awesome. It's Finlays Fidgets on Etsy, $29.76. So I love green, so I was really excited about this. This thing's pretty fat. I'll show you, it's pretty big. Some people look at this and they're like, this looks like a ripoff of the Toad. Whatever, shut up. Okay, so he's got no other products on his Etsy. Again, Finlays Fidgets, just this, and in a couple different colors. So I'm like, it's gotta be good. And he also says that he puts weights in there. So I was like, gotta be good. So it does feel decent in your hand, but there's not much haptic feedback. You hear that? Now, listen to this. You hear that? Fidgets are not just about feel, but about auditory. Now watch this. It's not satisfying. And then he said that he put weights in here. I can't even do a simple flip down. See, watch. That's what I want to be able to do. Come on. It's a basic move. Here, so. It's just disappointing. I mean, I love the texture of it. Feels like a worry stone. I love like the prismatic colors, but it's just disappointing. Okay. So then I saw this and I was like, what is that? So this is the MZM Digital Design OG 5-way swinger, $21.95 on Etsy. Now I said to myself, I'm like, oh, this looks like a cool slider, but it's actually not a slider, it's a swinger. And you may ask, what the fuck is that? Now, before I get into that, this thing is solid. Oh, the magnets are crazy strong. And it's thick as hell. Look at that. So this is not a traditional up and down. The way this thing excels is flipping. That's why I think it's called a swinger. You can also do this cool ass move. Pretty cool, huh? It's kind of like the clover for Compiform. And the magnets are strong as hell. Now they have all different colors, but I guess this is like the OG one. So, but again, not a traditional slider. So if you're getting this for, to slide, you're not looking at the right place. Okay. Then I got this and I'm like, this looks like shit. But you know what? I want to get one fidget from each one of these stores. So this is Fidget Toys for You Fidget Slider, $18.99. So it's a 3-tier system with balls in there. It's okay. It's not that great. But okay. Now, I will say that this was like the most shocking thing ever. This was suggested to me by somebody who watches my channel. Gravy Train Games, the Fusion Slider. So now they have all these different colors that you can choose from, and those are $11.99 for this. But I wanted a custom color. I wanted the glow in the dark and then the green. So for custom it was $16.17. So now this is actually similar in size and shape to this guy, the Pro, but it's very solid and thick. Listen to that. Oh, Let's do the flip move. Woo! Surprising. I'm actually gonna, now that I have this thing, I'm gonna like go back and buy a bunch of other shit from his store because this is like awesome. And $11.99, like, wow. I'm super, super impressed. This dude doesn't even know I'm doing this video. But holy hell, this thing is awesome. Look at it. Whew. Okay. So then I wanted to talk about some miscellaneous items. But at the last minute, I decided to talk about this guy. Some of these things that I'm talking about, you know, are like 30 bucks. This Flux design thing's like 50. And I thought, I mean, I could talk about a budget slider. This is from Bruce Charles Designs. This is the Low-Ray. It's aluminum. It's 50 bucks. It's got brass plates. This is a very quality slider. Very quality. What's cool about this one also is it's got a loud side and a silent side. So the loud side, I guess when you're in meetings and stuff. But this is quality and it's only $50. So I would suggest that. But that was my honorable mention. Okay, so I bought this, even though this is not 3D printed, this is actually aluminum, but somebody told me that they really liked it. And I was like, well, you know, I could include this in my, you know, budget kind of video. So this is the Flux Design Aluminum Index, $52.99. So the point of this is that it's supposed to be haptic-y, but without any auditory feedback. Sorry, I need to take a sip of my drink. Okay, so this is without any auditory feedback. You hear that? At first I was like, this is shit, but it's decent. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the donut, like the AC EDC donut. But, I mean, it feels nice, but like I need that like auditory feedback. You know, like I was just looking at the spark. Listen to that. Oh. So it just doesn't do it for me. But if you need something silent, this is decent. And then the other thing, I got a lot of backlash about the pop puck. People didn't like it. But anyway, I am including it because it is a cool fidget and it's not expensive. Right now, they're actually doing a sale. Right now, the pop puck, like in this, you get like 2 pucks and then the actual pop puck thing, $17.60, and then you can get 2 extra pucks for $4.80 if you want. They have these packs where you can like pick, well, they're random so you can collect them all, so. A lot of people get frustrated, but it's fun, I think. And what's nice about this is that, you know, you can do tricks. I mean, man, if you Google some of the stuff you can do with this, it's just insane. But anyway, it's fun and it's not expensive. Okay. So those are all my fidgets that I bought for this. Now let's talk about value for the money and actual usability. So I'd like to do it in kind of like a elimination type of, you know, way. So the first thing I'd like to eliminate is this guy. It's shitty. See, yeah, it's just horrible. just horrible. Okay. All right. The next one I'd like to eliminate is this guy. Very disappointing. I mean, you can move it up and down, but it's kind of awkward to hold. And I just don't think it's worth 30 bucks. Okay. So then I'd like to eliminate this guy. Now, this might hit, you know, the perfect sweet spot for some people, but I just need that noise. But the whole point of this thing is to be silent. So, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like and what it's all about. But is it worth 50 bucks? I don't think so. All right. Let's continue on. So, now, Intrinsic 3D. Now, I really love how inexpensive these are. Some are better than the others, though. I really think that these two are the best of the best. Now, for value for the money, these are great. But these are the best of the best that he offers, at least in my opinion. 3DC printings. I would probably take the glitch out. Even though the glitch is very solid, it's just, I feel like the magnets are a little bit weak, but it is a very solid choice. It's beautiful. You know, look at this thing, it's hot. But I mean, I've got to eliminate, right? I'm going to keep the frag in there for now. This is the OG Haptic EDC. It's not available for sale, so I can't have that in there. These are available for sale. I'm going to actually remove, well, these are the same, so I'm going to take the skull out because it's just another version of these. Okay. So, I also want to talk about this guy. Okay, so this is what we have left. I would eliminate from here the pop puck. It's fun, it's great, but it is definitely not for everybody. A lot of people I suggested this to did not like it, so yeah. Okay. So let's talk about some categories, okay? So these are 3 stacks. Can't really compare 3 stacks with 2 stacks. So let's talk about 3 stacks. Look how different in size they are. So now this one has nice strong magnets, good auditory click. It's just too damn big. It's just too big. But it's fun as hell, and for 10 bucks, it's worth it. I would highly suggest it. But dude, if you're watching, make it a little smaller. It would be awesome if it was a little bit smaller. I'd say like half the size. This thing is baller. Now, this is a really good size. I just wish it didn't do that. It feels good in your hand. It's stylish. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And even the noise of the clicky one is really good. I mean, this is definitely a really, really good 3D slider. So I would say for 3D printed 3 stacks, I would have to say the frag wins because of the size. This is too big to use. It's just too big. So the frag will always hold a space in my heart. I wish it was like, I wish he made these in a 3 stack. But the frag, I'd say, wins out for the 3 stack. Now, there's not a lot out there. I think Haptic EDC has a 3 stack, though. I think that one is pretty good, but I gave it away in a giveaway. So the frag will win the 3 stack in the 3D printed. Okay. So now we have single stacks. Okay. This guy is not actually a slider. It's a swinger. So you can't really compare these two. This is fun. It is seriously fun. It is not like those. Is it worth 20 bucks? Yeah. Is it my favorite one? No. I like free floating. But it's solid, it's thick, makes a good popping noise. There's a few ways to play with it. Flip it all around. And then you can even do this little guy. So I would definitely recommend this. And it's pretty, gosh. So this one is MZM Digital Design OG 5-way swinger, $21.95 on Etsy. So highly recommend. But again, this is not a regular slider. Okay, so that leaves these. I'm going to have to eliminate this guy because this guy is not a 3D slider. But very, very solid choice if you wanted to go to aluminum and brass. 50 bucks, Bruce Charles Designs. Very, very solid slider. Okay, so now these are the single level sliders. I'm really sorry, Intrinsic 3D. For 5 bucks, this thing is fucking awesome. Best value for the money, hands down. Hands down. But it doesn't compete with these guys when it comes to sliders because the magnets are too weak. It's a little bit funky when you flip it around. It doesn't go down all the way. See? But anyway, this I think is the best of the best for Intrinsic 3D, and for $5, fucking go get one now. It's awesome. Okay. So we've got 3 from Haptic EDC. We've got 1 from 3DC Printings, and then the Gravy Train. Okay, so we're gonna have to eliminate one of these bad boys. Let's see. I actually don't know who's gonna win. I think I'm going to eliminate the Ace, even though I really, really, really love it, and it's awesome, it's compact, it's beautiful, just because this one feels just a little bit more premium, but it is like 10 bucks more. So the Ace is $19.95, the Diamond Frag $28.95. So I would say if you don't care about price, this is the way to go. If you care about price, this one is freaking awesome. Okay? Like, great. This is a great, great option. But this one just feels a little bit more premium. Now, out of these, the graph is awesome. I really like the fact that it feels like the same size as the other ones. But it's not as premium feel and dialed in as this one. So, but $18.95, this is an awesome, awesome slider. Feels great in your hand, it's light, it's got strong magnets, it's very well made, it's awesome. $18.95, but I couldn't have like Haptic EDC going up against Haptic EDC. All right, so then there were 3. So we've got Haptic EDC, the Diamond Frag, we've got 3DC Printings, the Pro 3.0, and then we've got Gravy Train Games, the Fusion Slider. Now, I want to say, before I say anything else, these are all solid choices. Now, let's talk about price. $28.95, Haptic EDC on Etsy. The Pro, $15.99, 3DC Printings on Etsy. And then Gravy Train Games, the Fusion Slider, $11.99. So $29, $16, and $12. Okay. But I know you're like, well, why is it so much more expensive? Well, let's take a look at the minute details, huh? Look at that. This thing looks like a finished product. High end. Now this feels great in the hand and everything, but it's got some hard edges. It's just not as premium as this. This almost feels velvety. And this feels like plastic, but that ain't bad. Okay. So value for the money, Gravy Train Games. This thing is just epic. $12 for something this awesome. Dude, buy it now. They've got a bunch of other stuff. I'm gonna be buying a bunch of their other stuff and just checking it out. They've got cool ass colors too, like this black and yellow one. Oh, love it. Okay, so value for the money, Gravy Train wins. How about we do feel? Definitely this guy. I mean, it's just like buttery smooth. The sliding is just perfect. It just feels great. Like I said, this one feels like plastic, and then this one definitely feels like a 3D printed. But it's got very strong magnets. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2. But just so you know, to compare apples to apples. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. How about fidgetability, ease of use? I really do like the 3D printed. Do you hear that sound it makes when you go down hard? It's like I wish that he had put these magnets in the frag. This thing is very solid. Oh. But I'm gonna have to eliminate him because the feel of it is hard. The feedback is freaking awesome. It just doesn't feel the greatest in your hand. A lot of hard edges. It doesn't seem very finished. Like even the frag looks way more finished than this one. Or the glitch, you know? But solid choice. 3DC Printings, $15.99. Awesome choice. Okay, and there were two. $28.95, $11.99. It's hard because I feel like these are even like two different categories. All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call it. The Haptic EDC Diamond Frag is the one. Now, I know it's more expensive, but it's so premium. Plus, awesome dude at Haptic EDC gave me a 20% coupon. If you put in EDC Fidget, the promo code, it'll give you 20% off. This is just, like, this was like a shocker how good this was. I did not expect it. And I'm gonna order a bunch more stuff from this one. This is Gravy Train Games Fusion Slider on Etsy, $12. But I've gotta say that this one takes the cake. The Diamond Frag, but it's the same. This is also, the skull one is the same. They also have a grid one, like these lines, and I think they also have one that's like a ripple almost. But the frag feels a little bit better, but this is just like premium. Like smooth, strong magnets, very fidgetable, like feels finished. Like I feel like this thing is gonna like live longer than I am. I'm in love with it. So here's your winner, the Diamond Frag by Haptic EDC. $28.95, but you can get 20% off with EDC Fidget. Now, just so you know, I don't get any kickbacks or anything for any of this. This is my honest opinion. He decided to put a promo code because you guys are watching. I'm not getting any kickbacks at all. And the free sliders that I got, I'm gonna pass on to the other folks to review as well. And the thing is, everybody has different preferences. So somebody else might figure that something, you know, they might like something better. Okay, out of all of these, like they might prefer the way this feels. Okay, so now that I showed you the winner, I want to show you the ones that are good and safe to buy. Oh yeah, definitely the Aces. That one's good too. I would say anything from Haptic EDC is good. 3DC printings as well. They've got quality stuff. I would say definitely these two from Intrinsic 3D, $5 a piece. Oh, let me move these up there. This is fun, but again, it's $22, so know what you're getting into when you're getting it. If you like the motion of the swinging, then do that. But if you want like a regular slider, don't get this. So, and if you want to break into regular sliders, I would recommend the low ray. But yeah, all of these right here are very safe bets. All of these right here. Even the pop puck. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and have a great night.